Today we have something truly extraordinary in store for you. Get ready to unveil the secrets and explore the heart of one of the world's most fascinating companies, Saudi Aramco. Have you ever wondered what lies behind the colossal success of a company worth trillions of dollars? Imagine a place where innovation meets tradition, where cutting-edge technology drives the global economy, and where dreams turn into reality. Join us as we embark on a journey deep inside the oil giant, Saudi Aramco. Brace yourselves as we take you behind closed doors, granting you access to the inner workings of this global powerhouse. Discover the stories that shape the company's rise to dominance and witness the relentless pursuit of excellence that has made Saudi Aramco the envy of industries worldwide. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer magnitude of Saudi Aramco's operations. We'll take you on a thrilling adventure through refineries that stretch as far as the eye can see, towering pipelines that traverse continents, and groundbreaking technologies that redefine the boundaries of possibility. But it's not just about the numbers and infrastructure. Saudi Aramco's commitment to sustainability and environmental stewardship is equally awe-inspiring. We'll showcase their groundbreaking initiatives aimed at transforming the way we think about the future. Oil and gas giant Aramco have once again been crowned Saudi Arabia's and the Middle East's most valuable brand, according to the latest report by leading brand valuations. Every year, brands put 5,000 of the biggest brands to the test and publishes nearly 100 reports, ranking brands across all sectors and countries. Saudi Arabia's top 50 most valuable and strongest brands are included in the Brand Finance Saudi Arabia 50 report, while the Middle East's top 150 most valuable and strongest brands are included in the Brand Finance Middle East 150 report. This year, Saudi Arabia's national oil company has seen its brand value increase by 16% to $43.6 billion, which sees the brand account for just around 50% of the total brand value in the Brand Finance Saudi Arabia 50 2022 ranking. Following a difficult period for the oil and gas sector at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, oil prices rebounded in 2021. Buoyed by the natural gas crisis that saw businesses turn to crude products. The increase in demand saw Aramco's third quarter profits more than triple year-on-year, helping push its market valuation to $2 trillion. In a sign of confidence and ambition for continued growth, Aramco announced plans to increase its production capacity from 12 million barrels a day to 13 million by 2027. The company has continued to invest heavily in its brand to support growth in both core and growth businesses through a global campaign, as well as investments in sports from Formula One to golf. In addition to being the nation's strongest brand, STC also saw its brand value increase by 16% to $10.6 billion, which saw it consolidate its position as Saudi Arabia's second most valuable brand for the third consecutive year. The impressive results come off the back of particularly strong growth in the business and enterprise sector. The brand also continues to play a key role in KSA's 2030 vision through continued investment and diversification. It's safe to say, Saudi Aramco is the world's most valuable company, the world's most profitable company, and pumps more oil on a daily basis than any other producer in the world.
Saudi Aramco is the state
Inside Saudi Aramco. Unveil the world's most valuable company.
Country to become the biggest exporter of crude oil.
Saudi Aramco is the world's largest oil producer, officially known as Saudi Arabian Oil Company. The company is primarily state-owned and is based in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. It is the world's most profitable company, eclipsing even tech giants such as Apple and Alphabet's Google. The world got a sneak peek of this long secretive company's financial snapshot after credit rating agencies released financial details about Saudi Aramco in April 2019, just before its debut in a national bond sale, which raised $20 billion. Saudi Aramco began attracting increased investor attention in 2016 when Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud announced plans to list 5% at a valuation of approximately $2 trillion in what became the largest initial public offering, or IPO. The company expanded rapidly across Saudi Arabia over the next decade, reaching crude oil production of 500,000 barrels per day in 1949. In order to keep up with production, the firm built out its distribution pipeline and built the Trans-Arabian Pipeline, which is the longest in the world. In 1973, the Saudi Arabian government purchased a 25% interest in the company, gradually increasing its stake to 100% in the late 1970s. The Saudi Arabian Oil Company was officially established in the 1980s. Throughout the 1990s, it built global alliances and partnership deals. The company also began investing heavily in research and development to expand into non-metallic and crude-to-chemicals products. All of Saudi Arabia's oil fields now fall under Aramco's umbrella, a vast network stretching across the kingdom, containing around 16% of proven global oil reserves, larger than the combined reserves of the 5 largest oil companies in the world, and produced at the cheapest price of any major producer, around $3 per barrel. It is for this reason that Saudi Arabian officials have often remarked that even as the world tilts its energy towards renewable sources, the kingdom will be the last producer standing. I can assure that Saudi Arabia will not only be the last producer, we will be the last and biggest producer of hydrocarbon, Prince Abdulaziz, Saudi Arabia's Minister of Energy, said during a conference in late June. A global supplier. Aramco's biggest customers are in Asia, where it sends over 70% of its exports. The company is the biggest supplier to 6 major markets in the continent, which includes China, India, Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines. While the sheer quantity of oil the company sends to Asia is staggering, China, for instance, receives around 1.7 million barrels per day from Aramco. The firm's ties to its markets is much deeper than a seller-buyer relationship. In Beijing, Aramco China, the company's subsidiary, has an active refinery and petrochemical production arm. In addition, Aramco China conducts research across a range of topics relating to oil and technological advances. Meanwhile, in other markets, such as South Korea and Japan, Aramco is active in refinery and marketing. The company's offices in Tokyo and Seoul provides logistics, IT, and business development services via its subsidiary, S-Oil. In 2017, Aramco took an important step in its global expansion with the launch of the Aramco Asia-India branch in New Delhi. This subsidiary oversees the company's operations in not only India, but also Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Maldives. To the west, Europe imports around 860,000 barrels of Aramco's crude every day. In the Netherlands, Aramco has established a complex web of petrochemical industries, including a joint venture with Lancex, leading to the formation of Arlancio, a world-leading synthetic rubber company. Meanwhile, the US continues to maintain a close relationship with Aramco since its inception, and still to this day imports more than 1 billion barrels of oil per day from the company. Aramco also owns the Motiva refinery in Port Arthur, Texas, the largest oil refinery in North America, with a capacity of 607,000 barrels per day. Like its relationships with Asian customers, Aramco has also developed deeper ties with the US and has offices in New York, Houston, and Detroit, coordinating in various activities, including scheduling, shipping, storage, and transportation of oil sold across North America. The future. While the company's roots are based in the late 1930s, today Saudi Aramco continues to expand its global footprint, investing and forming partnerships around the world. In December last year, the company successfully listed on the Saudi Stock Exchange Tadawul. The energy giant listed 1.5% or 3 billion of the company's shares on the Tadawul, raising $29.4 billion. Every day, Aramco sells more than 10 million barrels of oil and produces 1 in every 8 barrels produced globally. The company's leaders see a bright future for the company. We envision transforming billions more of barrels of oil and trillions of cubic feet of gas into multiple streams of value for Saudi Aramco, the kingdom, and its people, while at the same time continuing to remain a reliable supplier of sustainable energy to the world. The site reads, "Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Until next time."